everyone, and welcome back to the Greene Family Legacy and the Eco Adventures season with Fern Greene, our Generation 3 heiress who is still figuring her way around the world and who is currently at a really freaking amazing repurposed factory. Look at this place! This is so cool! The more I started looking at this restaurant, the more I fell in love with it. I found it on the gallery. Let me see if I still have the person who made it pulled up, because this is just just gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. And is it in here somewhere? Okay, it has moved because I had it under like popular now, but I absolutely have to find the name of this restaurant again. It is a repurposed factory. It's glorious, it's beautiful, it's everything I could have possibly dreamed of, and I need to find the person who made it again. Holy heck, like it's really, really good. I wonder if I put down factory. Let's see if we can. There it is! Roxy! So Roxy Sims is the person who has created this, the renovated factory cafe. It is so good. I am absolutely saving it in my folder so we never lose it again. And it does actually include the new eco-living items and the ladders, which I freaking love. But we're here because Fern was really hungry and Kelsey invited her out to dinner to see how a repurposed factory with this really freaking adorable I mean, look at this. It's a repurposed little train cart, like a little train caboose. This is so cute. It has been transformed into somewhere to eat. There's a bunch of nice little outdoor seating sort of moments. We've got some cars lined up over here. Also, there is a cameo in Another Life, Uka Panipo, who you guys know from our Rags to Riches, Wedding Rags to Island Riches challenge with Nalui, who we will be seeing again soon, by the way. But in Another Life, Uka Panipo is not actually a merman, but instead is here at Eco Harbor. Perhaps as a merman, actually, having washed up in the harbor shore. We'll worry about that later. He's not in this world as Uka Panipo as we know him, so we won't concern ourselves too much. But look at this place. There is a place to go ahead and order up some delicious croissants. We have got a great place to go ahead and like just use the restroom. Everything about it is so cool. Look at all of this repurposed like awesomeness. Look at this, look at this, look at this. It's just gloriously cluttered. And there's even an upstairs that I think we might renovate just a little bit to let the girls maybe work here sometimes, because I feel like this is perhaps one of Kelsey's friends. So one of the people who has decided that she's got some great ideas, because they also want to renovate the entire world. They have transformed this abandoned factory into a functional business and have proven that it can be done. But I'm hoping that Kelsey will be able to like come here. We might be able to work upstairs, go downstairs to get some snacks now and then. We could definitely try collecting all of the dirty plates that are left on the tables after people eat, and we could try recycling them, which I think would be amazing. But this is basically a place that Kelsey is so thrilled to be at, since it's living up to the dream that she has as a bit of a civic planner for the area of being able to make the most. Let's tell an insider story. Being able to make the most about all of the junk lying around. I mean, just look at this. This painting was found in an abandoned warehouse. All of these chairs and the tables and even the floor was actually made out of the repurposed wood from a whole bunch of the abandoned buildings. Oh no, and that wasn't very good because it was an insider story. But Fern's not an insider. You guys, I think the time has come. I think the time has come for Kelsey to go ahead and possibly invite into the club, into the new way, Fern, because they have become very, very good friends. I think that she just really feels like chat with Fern. I think that Kelsey just truly feels like, Fern, you really have what it takes to think about living a green lifestyle, to turn the wreck and the trash around here into a tidy, beautiful new world. I know you need to get back on the train and you need to get back to your university life. And I know you need to contact your family soon, and now that we fixed your computer, perfect timing, Fern. Hopefully you'll be able to do that. But really, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead, become best friends. Let's go ahead and have Kelsey say, but really, Fern, I just feel like nobody has ever connected quite as much as you have with all of this. And thank you, Ukapanipo, for delivering the espresso, the butternut squash soup, and the delicious pita and hummus. Did we just become best friends? Okay, we're good friends. We got interrupted by the food, which is kind of adorable. But Kelsey will be able to you know, all right, food's here. I have something really important to tell you. I just really feel like Kelsey is just bursting with excitement about being able to tell Fern. Like, look, I think that we both think the same way. And I don't want to influence you away from the university that you got into. Brightchester's a big deal after all. But I think you have potential for here. And I think Fern's talking about, I love making stories out of the little bubbles that pop up. Maybe Fern's talking about, you know, working, like writing, and she always used to write stories and dream about a better world. She journals a lot after all. So I think this is quite exciting both ways. And we don't need a luminary garden, Fern. Oh, and take picture of experimental food. I mean, that sounds really cool, actually. Fern, she is a little bit of a foodie. She really has it in her genes. Her grandma is definitely a foodie. And maybe being here, this is actually, I think, Fern's first time at a restaurant? What? I really think it is. So maybe it's her first time at a fancy restaurant because, like, you know, her family lived on the farm and were too busy to take the kids out. She's getting a literal taste of a whole new way of living, and I think that it is settling in well for her. And I love the idea that she wants to see, you know, more experimental food. I'm gonna say she wants to help out as a civic designer, or, you know, help out with Kelsey's civic design plans to possibly prepare new restaurants. Are there other places that want to change, like, the abandoned buildings into a great restaurant like this? That sounds amazing. Ah, and this chick, she stole my trash. She put my trash back on the ground. Oh, okay, we can't actually steal that as much as I want to steal that big pile of plates. Now I just see that ridiculously dirty pile of plates that Larissa here, who looks adorable, has dropped, and all I can think about is how I want to transform all of that into some glorious, glorious recyclables. Yeah, look at these two! They're just talking about, like, the wonders of how beautiful the world could be. They've got a deep connection. And now Kelsey wants to get to know Fern a little bit better. And you know what? We're gonna have Fern compliment Kelsey. Maybe, let's see. And brighten her day and just basically say thank you. Because if Kelsey hadn't showed up when we were lost, then who knows what might have happened. Yeah, and let's compliment her on her kindness and how absolutely wonderful she is, because without Kelsey, give her pear tips. Let's see, where's compliment? Compliment. Favorite author. Compliment outfit, there we go. But without Kelsey showing up right at the right time when Fern was lost at the train station, you know, none of this would have been possible. Alright, let's compliment her outfit. And then, oh, hug someone! That's so cute! And heck, it is a lot harder than I remember to work our way up the aspiration levels. And speaking of aspiration levels, you guys, I actually wanted to spend a moment doing that today. Where? Here we go. I wanted to spend a moment just poking the rewards store with Fern, because I feel like this is beginning to become a very significant time in her life where she's starting to think about who she really wants to become. That's what university was supposed to be for her, to help her to grow into an excellent adult. And now I feel like she has, she's not really incredibly friendly. She's not really independent, actually. She relies heavily on Kelsey in order to help her. She's not really shameless because she still gets embarrassed. She's not really beguiling with flirty moods. Not antiseptic. She's definitely not carefree. She's not very connected or fertile or a great kisser. And she's not hardly hungry because she loves to go out to eat. So I think what I want to go ahead and gift Fern with is either super green thumb, or I want to go ahead and I want to give her the seldom sleepy, because we're going to do that. She just had an espresso. She's extremely excited and she's really hopeful that she can make the most out of this. So we're going to give her the seldom sleepy trait. because we're going to say that she's just that pumped and excited and eager for the way that life is turning out right now. And she's getting all sorts of ideas that just keep her up happily at night about what she wants to accomplish. Are you hungry, Fern? Go ahead, finish eating. Ditto on you. Finish eating your food, ladies. Ooh, and that espresso actually gave a huge boost of energy to our tired Kelsey. And Kelsey, can I gift you with anything? She used up all of her reward ingredients, or all of her reward points for a sleep replacement recently. But Kelsey definitely could use like speed cleaner. She could definitely use like incredibly friendly. That is definitely our Kelsey. And she wants to join a club gathering. And oh, she wants to stargaze with Fern. I wanted to stargaze with Fern too. Let's let them finish their food. And she wants to join a club gathering. There's only one way to interpret that, if you ask me. Let's go ahead. Now we're going to become best friends. And having talked about, you know, getting the computer fixed. Oh, and she's very happy from being out to dinner. She was in a comfortable seat. They're best friends! They just really understand each other so much. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's a special moment. And I think Fern's realizing, you know what? I care more about like what Kelsey thinks, because she's never had a best friend other than her sister and family before. But I care more about what Kelsey thinks about this than what my family really thinks about university, and I don't know what to do about that. Like, she'd be very conflicted. Her parents will come for her eventually, but for now, let's offer her the invite. Oh, Kelsey, you're so freaking adorable. Fern and Allison have fallen out of touch and are no longer best friends. That's right. We were like, our old best friend was our dead great aunt named Allison, a ghost. So I think that this is actually a great thing, because Fern needs to have living friends who are not ghosts. And I think, is she gonna join the club? Do you want in the club? Yay! I'd love to join the New Way Club. Oh, that's wonderful. So she's been accepted into the New Way Club. She's very happy. She's a night owl and the sun has set. I forgot that she's a night owl. That's perfect to go with her seldom sleepy. Yes. Oh my gosh, and she's almost famous? We need to be a little careful if she ends up with fame. Oh, and we also changed her trait to green themed. These Sims are happiest when living on a green street and will continuously work towards making their environment more eco-friendly. She also has emotional control and responsible from growing up with her family, so her parents did a good job there. She's also clumsy, just so you guys know. She tends to fall over more often at physical activities and laughs at failure instead of becoming upset, which is really sweet. She actually got clumsy after being abducted by aliens, but she doesn't like to talk about that phase of her life. But all right, guys, I am so happy about this. Let's actually have these two head back home. No, not head back home yet. Okay, they're gonna stargaze. But while they come out, oh, they also need to pay for their meal. Whoops. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pay for the meal. I'm actually gonna let Kelsey do that. And we're gonna have Fern go here, because they're gonna say they're going to like look around and try to get some ideas about what they could change. Fern wants to help out the New Way initiative how she can, so now they're gonna do some brainstorming and looking around. And while they're out here, they might stargaze. And while they are out here, Fern is actually going to come over and she's going to discover a wild soy plant! Woo! A foundation for healthy living, this soy plant will produce soybeans and soy wax, which I think is pretty cool. We've never had a soy plant before, so let's go ahead and, ooh, take a cutting? Yes, if we could go ahead and grow this out of season, that would be amazing. Let's collect the soy wax first. So this is a new plant that came with, oh, there's a tiny little rat over here, and that makes me ridiculously excited. Maybe some ratatouille business going on in the factory. But the soy wax is a new plant that has actually come with the arrival of eco lifestyles, which I just like to call eco living because it's amazing. And it is a cube of wax made from soybeans. So we just ended up collecting Oh, we could make vegan candles with this. That's so cool. Let's take a cutting and try grafting it onto one of our plants back home, because that could turn out really nice. And then let's come over here. We're going to come over, banter with old friend. Let's stargaze for just a second. Get these two inspired. Also, Liliana, do please take care of yourself. There we go. Where would they stargaze? I'm kind of curious about this. Just right here next to the soy plant and all the trash. That's fine. There's even a rat running by. Oh, you two. You two. You're quite ridiculous. You know that, guys? But they're super happy. Just look at them. Make a group meal. Now Liliana wants to really work on making group meals and taking care of everything. And now I think they're like maxed out on friendship, guys. So we're gonna tell an inside joke. Yeah, we're, I think, completely maxed out on friendship over here. They're coworkers now, they're best friends, they're both young adults who believe they can change the world. And now we're just gonna let them have some fun, stare at the stars, and we're gonna say that they're daydreaming together about what they can change this world into. And while they do that, we're actually going to grab Gene. We're gonna bring him over here real quick. He's feeling kind of tired himself. Poor boy, I don't know where to find any collectibles around here for him. Like rocks, logs, observatory. I guess we would need to get an observatory at this point. And I'm actually gonna have him grab a drink to go. Because this is fun, to be able to feel like you can just pop over here. Make drink to go in espresso. And I'm gonna let him self-serve himself an espresso to get a little more energy. Because I love the idea that maybe they start popping over to different places right in this little neighborhood more often. And speaking of different places, I installed a dump! Woo! Ooh, look at this dump! So this is actually a dump that was made by Dr. Goulion, I believe, who I actually saw at TwitchCon. Like, he's very recognizable in his fez, and when we were arriving to do our streaming for Frontier and Planet Zoo, like, he was going by on a scooter, which I thought was interesting. That was another lifetime ago. Yay! And now he has his espresso. Wow! That's really powerful. Also, she's really cute. Also, this is really cool. I could see him wanting, Diana, Diana, look at you. Look at all of these amazing people. Okay, I think that he doesn't have his eye turned too often, but a woman with a bunch of trash in her hands just walked by. How could Jean resist? She's a lady with a ton of trash in her hands. Be still his heart. Like, and somebody else has a bunch of compost trash that he might be able to deal with. We might introduce ourselves just a little bit. Because I think that he would be quite intrigued by all this. Alright. Oh, meanwhile, Loriana, who is literally Fern's doppelganger, wants to say hello. So we'll have to keep an eye out. Where are you going, dude? Alright. There's some old men enjoying, like, a meal together. Okay, she also appears to have caught his attention, which I love. Alright, and meanwhile, let's pop back over to Kelsey. They're having a good time. This just makes me so happy to see, like, the whole crew just having such a great time together. I think that we probably can send them home soon. Fern's feeling super inspired, and she wants to build a bee box. So I'm gonna have her go ahead. She's gonna try diving for deals in this dumpster to see if she can find some things to transform and make into, you know, into better money so that she can get some things done for the group. She wants to help out the New Way group, after all. Also, Fern, do you need to complete something for... Nope, she doesn't need to complete anything else for being able to help Kelsey with her civic career job. And Kelsey... I'm gonna have Kelsey introduce herself to some of the people who work here, because I think that'd be fun. Like this chick. Kelsey's super friendly and would want to get to know everybody. Ooh, and there's a bunch of trash on the ground. Jean, I'm sure that she did that just for you. Let's go ahead. We're gonna have him, like, snatch that trash if he can before somebody else cleans it up. Rummage for bits and pieces. Yeah, he would love to just dig around in the trash here. Meanwhile, did Loriana say hello to us? Yay! Fern found $4! You know what? That's better than, like, losing the money. And I have to say that Loriana, who's drama too true... Okay, she looks kind of amazing. I love my townies. I try to spoil my townies and build up great stories with them. But alright, let's try again. Fern is so inspired. It's off the charts inspired. Hopefully she can go home, maybe fabricate something awesome, really start to figure out how she can help out. And I think that her first goal would actually be working on putting back the utility bill with some of the mushrooms and other ingredients that she's been finding lately. All right. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to this lady too. Because I feel like our boy Gene would be very happy to say hello to somebody who was, oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him trying to play it cool. I mean, look at Gene. Look at Gene. He's trying to act real cool because I do think he wants to introduce himself to the woman who was carrying all that trash. And the staff really seems busy here, so I think we'll head home pretty soon. Yay! Fern's found some recycled materials to put to good use. That's excellent. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and head home soon, but we're going to go ahead and grab one more drink to go, the espresso. We're not doing too terrible on money now, thank goodness. Yay! And he's been able to introduce himself. You know what? I think that he might straight up use a bit of a pickup line on her because she was walking by with some trash and he thought that was really cool. She's got no time for this ridiculousness. All right, let's go ahead. Maybe tell a funny story? Okay, we're embarrassed now. We're ready to go home. But all right, guys, share insecurities with someone. You know what? I think that we're gonna have him rush over and share his insecurities with our wonderful, like, leader of the group. I think Kelsey saw everything. She's kind of gonna laugh a little and she's gonna be like, come on, Gene. He tries so hard and yet he messes up in such key ways. There we go. He'll try to chill. But alright guys, so thank you all so much for joining me. This has been a great night. I really love the progress that we have made with everybody. I am so excited to see what Fern wants to do. She's apparently feeling fantastic. She even found some food waste that we can collect from here. She dug around in the trash and has more things that she can do to help out. And she has a whole new sense of purpose that she's never really experienced anywhere else before. But what is she going to do when the time comes to admit she's not exactly at university to her parents? We'll have to see. But if you guys could, do please leave a like for Fern's newfound absolute best friend. And if you guys would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.